witness one of their all-time heroes, Marc Marquez, race in this Grand Prix. Marc Marquez, then the breaking news here in Mandalika. He has been declared unfit. We saw him when he finally did clamber to his feet after that crash. Clearly, he was staggering, he was unsteady on his feet. We do know this year, Dorna, the FIM and the International Race Teams Association, they have implemented...
Earlier on this morning, coming through turn 7, the rear starts to come round and then violently eject him over the top.
That was one of the scariest crashes any of us witnessed in many a year, if not the scariest we've seen ever. This was brutal. This was savage. Marc Marquez, this is the reason why he's been ruled out of this Indonesian Grand Prix. A 4th gear off throttle high side. This was just after he'd sort of stumbled through the gravel trap, being taken away by the medical team. There was immediate concern. It was obvious that he'd taken a nasty whack to the head. There was that full 360-degree pivot about 15 feet in the air. This was Marquez in the immediate aftermath of the crash. This was this morning, being taken to that medical centre where he was undergoing initial precautionary checks with the local medical staff and, of course, with Dr. Angel Chartra. He then was taken to a nearby hospital on this island of Lombok. Here we go. This was Marquez then being transferred by air ambulance. This was just for some precautionary checks, of course. Pretty obvious that he had taken a nasty whack to his head. It was such a violent crash over a 100-mile-an-hour crash, nearly 200 kilometres an hour. And as you can just hear, unfortunately, the crushing disappointment for all of us, not just for the Indonesian fans, of course. MotoGP is a much...
They only finished 11th with Colin Edwards in the first Grand Prix of the season that year. They look like they're in a much better shape here, of course, although that was in dry conditions. Quartararo looked like he had the pace. He clearly had it over one lap, but he also looked like he had a good rhythm over the race.
Well, you've got to give credit to the Indonesian authorities here. They're doing everything they possibly can to keep the patient fans, the expectant fans, entertained and occupied as we continue to have this unfortunate rain delay here. The race, of course, should have been over by now. Unfortunately, we're still waiting. We'll take another quick breather as well and soak up what hopefully is the pre-race atmosphere